Hey guys, welcome back to the Law of Attraction Secrets podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Graziano. Today in the studio, we have one of my cool girly friends. She is an absolute goddess. I love her. I actually thought she was a Scorpio. She's a Gemini, because you know how much I love my Scorpio girls. She is filled with energy. She is amazing, mama. She is someone who has inspired me in so many ways. Welcome to the show, Aimee Max. How are you, babe?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I am so happy to have you here today. I could chat to you all day already.
Thank you for having me. I know we already had our conversation beforehand. But
Girl, I know. And I was like, shit, we should press
I know.
record so they
Let's
can,
get into it now.
they can catch up on it. So you are recently a mama. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Our
much.
babies are like the same
I
age.
know, a month apart.
That's wild.
hmm
Like literally a month apart. So cute. How are you finding being a first time mom?
It's exciting, but it's like also at the same time draining because it is your. This is my first,
Right.
so especially being a baby, like having a baby girl too at the same time. But I love the village that I have because I do have a big village,
It's
and
beautiful.
she's loved by all of them. So it's nice to have the help
Is your
of
mom
everyone.
here?
She's not. She's
Yeah.
in Florida, but I do fly her out whenever we need
So
her, just
nice.
so she can
Yeah.
be able to spend time with baby girl. Same thing with my dad as well. He's in Florida too, so
Oh my God.
just bring them back. But I would love for them to move out here, but we'll see. Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. I
One
love
day.
that. So, okay, being a first time mom, tell me the
Mm,
hardest thing that you went through. Like, give me the raw. Like, what has been
mm,
the stuff which people don't really talk about? People don't
yeah.
really talk about this stuff. Like, what has been the hardest thing for you?
Um, I would basically say keeping, I would say friendships. I would say with having a child, keeping your friendships like loyal and making sure that they stay there and still want to hang out. And just because you have a child now, it's like your whole world changes.
Right.
So you have to give your all to that. So I'm like, I'm sorry, like you want to come over, sure, but I have baby girl. So um, but I have a very good group of friends that have actually stayed close, and there's been a few that I've had to let go because of exactly that. And I feel like you realize your true friends throughout
Yes, I
pregnancy
did.
and after you give birth. But basically, just having that time to yourself again. Um, Everything just goes to the baby. So
It does.
and even with relationships too, because
Mhm.
that gets put on pause a little bit. Because it's like everything is baby girl, so your time just has to be used wisely. Um, but I would probably say that that's the rough parts about it. But
Yeah, no, I agree. It's working out who's really like in this with you and who is like, I've got girlfriends, they want to come over
yeah,
and then they don't want to they don't really want to help so much with baby. They just want to
yeah,
like, chat to you and then
be
you're
around.
like, "Oh God, like I'm not there anymore." Like I'm a mom, I mean, I'm a second time mama, but like the baby comes first.
Yeah,
Like it's a
hmm
whole new era.
I
And
know.
it's so beautiful actually because I feel like, you've been with your guys. So for those of you that don't know,
hmm
Aimee is with a really well-known artist called Wiz Khalifa. And I'd love to like lean into like relationship because you were just saying a minute ago, like relationship goes on hold. Like
Yeah,
I know for sure, like
hmm
being a mom, myself and having that, it can be so tough.
yeah,
But there is a way to get through that tough time.
there
And
is.
how have you managed to prioritize your relationship through it? Because you've been together like years and years and years and years and
Yeah,
years.
we have, and especially that because he already has a son with
Right.
Amber.
Yeah.
So he has a boy. So I'm like, now this is his first girl as
Right.
well. So it's a little different for him. Um, that's like his baby girl, like, you
Yeah.
know? So I feel like I was his baby girl and now like he has his now baby girl's in the picture and his focus on is on her and mine too. So I'm like all my focus is on her. And
Wow.
I just feel like we find the time that we can. And that's why we incorporated a nanny
Yep.
because that needs to be established as well in a relationship, especially with a newborn.
Mhm.
Um, you need to find still time for yourself, time for
Each other.
each other, um, time for your friends, time for everything else. So I feel like we find that we're able to find that time, even if it's just us. She just fell asleep. Yo, let's watch a TV show together,
So
or
nice.
let's have a nap like together. We haven't
Yeah.
been able to just like cuddle and sleep for a minute. So just finding those little times, those little moments,
Yeah.
like it doesn't go, unnoticed. I love just those small like sentimental moments that we are able to share with each other.
Yeah.
Um, and just having a village we are able to do that. So I am blessed when it comes to that for sure.
Okay, what's your favorite part of being a mom? Like, what has been the absolute highlight? So, I don't
Hmm.
know you without baby. I
Yeah,
only know you of like pregnant with
I
baby.
know.
Like, so what were you like pre-baby? Like, what's the difference in
Hmm.
Aimee Mag's pre-baby to Aimee Mag's like
Yeah.
post-baby?
Okay. I was a partier, so I feel like I still am, but that was put on like pause.
Right.
Now I'm like, it's all the dinners. Like I'm cool with just going out to dinner,
Yeah.
going out to just smoke a little hookah,
Yeah.
and go back home and go to bed. Before, out till 4 or 5 in the morning, drinking, partying, especially being with Cam. Like it's all tours, it's all travel,
You
it's
did
all
all of it?
I did all of it. So
It's so fucking
it was
fun.
it was it
But I
was
know it's a
really,
lot.
really,
I know,
yeah,
I've
it
been
was
on the
it was
tour
a lot.
bus.
And
Yeah.
even just his lifestyle, like living that every day, he's used to it because that's what he does. He's done for years. Me, I'm over here like, when are we going back home? Like I'm
Yeah.
done. My feet hurt. Like how are you still able to continue drinking? But yeah, that's how I was before. I was going out all the time. I love having people over. I love hosting. I love having people over. I love just going out, having fun, meeting new people. I love doing that. But I feel like once I had a baby girl, I feel like it just like I'm cool with just being at home and not doing absolutely
Anything?
nothing.
Because you're so fucking tired half the
Yes,
time. Like,
I'm completely fine with just like staying at home. Like
right.
I don't need to go out. I find my maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, I have my little night out where I'll go out with the girls or out with my man or just have some time to myself. But um but yeah, I
What do you
like
do
I
for
like
you?
staying at home.
What do you do for you? Like, what are your rituals? Obviously, this is the law of
Mhm.
attraction secrets. So for me, my morning ritual is everything. Like,
Mhm.
no matter what in my day, my morning ritual is like me time. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I get up, I meditate,
Okay.
I do my journaling, I script, I write about all the things that I desire in my life as though they're already mine. I give gratitude to God for all the amazing things that I have, the fact that I'm alive, the fact
Yeah.
that I have a body, the fact that I'm breathing, the fact that I'm here on this earth plane as a human, like the
Mhm.
fact that I have this opportunity for another day and to help somebody. So I'm like, okay, I'm really here for it and I'm so grateful. So my morning routine is so important to me. And then I go about my day after that and then
Yeah.
I take the kids to school maybe or spend time with the baby Nyla. So I just decide whatever's happening.
Mhm.
What about you? What is your like things you do for you in a
Yeah.
day?
That's interesting because I'm trying to create a
I love
morning ritual
that.
for myself.
Girl, I can totally help you with that.
Please do.
Let's do it literally
Okay.
live right now. Okay.
Okay.
What do you what fuels you? Like give me some things that make you feel good. 5 activities that you like.
Um, I love singing.
Mm-hmm.
I
I didn't
love.
know that.
Mhm.
Oh my god, have you ever done a track with your man?
I did. I did maybe two
Babe,
tracks.
oh my god. Can we totally hear this one day? This is so
I'll show you. I'll
cool.
show you.
You would
But yeah,
so make the most amazing
I
artist.
love
Okay, singing.
singing. I love bowling.
Yeah.
I love spending time with friends. I love actually being creative. So I like anything that has to do with creativity,
Yeah.
like making clothes or like blinging out hats or like just those type of stuff where I could just focus on one thing and just take like an hour or two
Girl,
and
that
just
is
do that.
so cool.
I love just like getting in my creative
Yeah.
bag and just
Yeah.
creating something. Um, what else? I'm trying to
Do you
think.
meditate?
That's the thing.
You haven't
Okay,
started.
I don't know how to breathe. I don't know.
Girl, I'm gonna send you
I don't know none of that.
after this.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you what I make from my
Mhm.
like VIP students, I'm going to
Mhm.
make one for you as a gift. It's
Okay.
a personalized meditation tape. You're
Mhm.
going to listen to it every day and it will teach you
Mhm.
how to do that. So I created a method called the MBS method, which is
Yeah.
meditational behavioral synchronicity. And it's a combination of ancient breathing techniques, modern day neuroscience, and meditation in one for
Mm.
people who struggle to meditate. So you put it on. Okay, you can hit the blunt first if you want to get you real chilled. you do,
For sure.
you do that.
Mhm.
I know you love that.
I
You
do.
do, you do whatever you need. But
Mhm.
here's where you go with it. You do your breath work slowly, and I'll give you a
Mhm.
count to breathe
Okay.
to. So you just follow the sound of my voice telling you where to breathe.
Mhm.
In for four, hold for four, out for four, out for six. And you do that on a rhythm for about 3 minutes. Now you're super chilled.
Mhm.
And then you start to listen to my voice, and it'll just take you deeper. Then you listen to the sound of the waves. And even your mind naturally, even for like, meditators who've been doing it for years, your mind will naturally go off course.
Yeah.
You'll naturally start thinking, oh my God, I need to get the kids from school. Or, oh my God, where's the baby? Like, is she okay? Has she eaten? Like, what do I need to do? Is my man good? Where is he? Like, all these things will start popping in your mind. But what you're going to do is you're going to allow it. And you just acknowledge the thought and let it go. So it's about just allowing a thought like a wave to come and go. And then you don't get resistant to it. The minute you get resistant to a thought when you try to calm your mind, why am I thinking about this? I'm trying to focus. It comes stronger.
Mm.
It's like resistance in life.
Yeah.
When we resist something, we make it worse.
Mm.
Right?
Okay.
We the more I don't want you to do that, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Resistance when you just like away. Okay. We
Mhm.
come back to this. Yeah, and so your mind will naturally then come back to it. So that's meditation. So give me something else. I'm going to help you create the baddest,
I'm like,
best
I
routine.
need that. I need that.
You've kind of given a lot anyway. Do you like
Yeah,
walking?
I really.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I do like going to the gym.
Oh, you do? So you work
I
out?
yeah, every
Okay. You
day.
have one at home?
We're in the midst
Of
of like
building. Yeah,
building it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just signed up for LA Fitness
Oh,
near
nice.
me, but
Nearby.
just to
Yeah.
make sure that I get to the gym, I also signed up for Pilates. I do love
Love
Pilates.
this. When do you go to the gym? Morning or night?
Morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first thing, like 9 a.m. type
Yeah.
thing.
So wake up, feed baby girl,
Yeah.
drink my coffee, get ready for the gym, and head out.
Love that. So you
Mm.
fast when you go. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about writing? Do you do anything like, because you do your creative, so do you
Yeah.
paint, draw, write, anything like that?
Um, See, that's what's interesting is because years ago, I used to love doing that. I
Right.
used to always write down my feelings, write down what I'm going through, write down what I wanted to
Yeah.
achieve, what I wanted to do that day or 5 years from now.
Right.
And I feel like I stopped. And I feel like I'm missing that part of me,
Interesting.
especially with communicating. I feel like if I write it down,
Yeah.
I like writing letters. I like writing
Yeah.
it out in text rather than speaking in person.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm able to sit with my thoughts and actually
Yeah.
let it out instead of like in person with somebody, I don't
Mm.
think of everything right on the spot. So I
Right.
feel like when I'm able to sit with my thoughts and put my emotions out there,
Yeah.
I'm able to do that. And I love that about it. So I definitely miss being able to do that. And
Okay.
yeah.
There it is. There it is. This is what I feel like would be an amazing
Yeah.
ritual for you in the morning.
Mhm.
Okay. You get up, you feed baby, you have your coffee, and then just before you go to the gym, so when you have the help there, so you have
Yeah.
time to write, or if you do this before she wakes, whatever works for you, start writing. So whilst you're still coming out of your alpha state, which is when our brain waves are slower when we're asleep. So right now we're in beta and we're super awake and we're able to just like talk and be awake. As you start to fall asleep, you go into a state called alpha, and then you go into theta and then delta when you're completely asleep.
Mhm.
Meditation and reprogramming the subconscious mind and reprogramming your belief system is the most powerful in the alpha and theta state. So when you're falling asleep or just waking up. So we're much less motivated when we're just waking up to start doing the journaling and all of that, but
Yeah.
it's the best time because you'll get into a creative flow. So perhaps for you, you might like to do something like get your journal out and do 2 pages. One, as soon as you wake up, on gratitude. Write down everything you are so grateful for in that moment. In fact, 3 times a day, gratitude for 15 minutes has been said to improve your immunity by 54%. It improves your happiness by, I think it's an even higher percentage of like 70%. just 3 lots of gratitude for 15 minutes a day, writing it down or feeling into it. So in the morning, I would recommend doing one page on gratitude journaling and the other page on what you were just talking about, expressing, creative writing, like talking about the emotions or whatever it is you want to flow with. So people who are creative, so people who are, in the music industry, in the art industry, in acting, in any kind of something creative, whatever that might be, they love creative writing because they get to like flow. But you do that already. So just write about it, write about your dreams and your goals.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. Like, start putting it down on paper.
Yeah.
I bet you will call me in a week and go, girl, I feel so good.
I'm gonna start. I have to start like right away.
Today. You know what?
Because
In the book, Tash, pass me the book. Let go to page, I think it's 120. Just pull it. Let's just show her this. This is how you're gonna stick to it. Okay, let me show you.
Okay.
It's the habit checker. I think it's 120, 121, 118, what about that? In the book, in my
Yeah.
book, Be It Who You Become, which I just gave you, there is a page. I didn't even know this was going to happen. This is so great. You just tapped into habits. There's a page in the book that is called the habit checker. And you start with one habit. Here it is.
Okay.
It's on page 118. I was close, 120. But anyway, so my daily habit, and you basically put your habit there at the top, and then next to it, you tick it off as you go through.
Okay.
When you've done it for 21 days, it's become a small habit. You've actually formed a new small habit which you'll stick to. And after 66 days, a large habit. You've formed a larger habit. So then you can go on to the next habit. So you can start here by putting like creative writing and then tick it off every single day. If you miss a day, don't worry. You just, when you
Follow
do
up
day
the
two,
next day. Yeah.
see what I mean?
Okay. I love that.
You'll enjoy it. So
I love
that's
that.
how you're going to start, because you
Okay.
have to. And then you're going to text me. I'll be your accountability partner at the
Okay.
end of the 21.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put it in my diary to call you 21 days from now. So say, 20, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you up and be like, did you do it? And then you
Okay.
can say, you know what? I'm on day 15. That's good. Or maybe, you know what? I'm on day 21. I'm doing
Yeah.
it. It's happening. Then you
Mhm.
can embed your other habits. I'm going to send you the meditation. After this, we'll talk privately about what you
Okay.
want to sprinkle into it.
Mhm.
But like, girl, maybe this was meant to happen for your morning
No, for real,
ritual.
because I just I needed exactly that, and I haven't had much structure to my life, so every day is just a different day, you know.
Yeah.
So and it just takes just to start. Like that's all it does. You just need to start it, and I feel like I've been just contradicting myself every single day. Like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow.
We all do that.
And yeah, it's natural.
I know.
Like,
I know. When you have babies, did you feel like you lost yourself at any point, as we all do as a mom?
yeah, even during, even while I
Yeah.
was pregnant.
Yeah. Oh no, normal.
Mhm.
I've lost myself too.
Yeah,
Our bodies look crazy
I know.
different.
I know. And
And you have a great body, so not having
thank you. You
that,
do too.
love you, boo. Not having that makes us feel,
Yeah. And
yeah.
especially when I was pregnant, him being who he is as well, especially me just walking around with a big belly, even though there's life inside, your body doesn't feel the same. You start feeling insecure. You start feeling, does he still look at me? Am I still sexy to him? Like, there's all these summers around, there's girls in bikinis around, like great bodies, and I'm over here like with a big belly, just chilling. So you start to have these insecurities that take over, um, and you start to worry, and all of that just puts a lot on you.
How did you overcome it?
I'm like, did I ever overcome it? No, I'm
No, we're
just
still. I
saying,
know we're still in
yeah,
it. We're still in
like
it. Yeah.
you're still trying to figure it out, because I'm like, everybody always complains. Right now, I'm like, I don't like where my body is at, but that's
Even
just to
though you
me.
think you look
Yeah,
amazing.
thank
Yeah.
you, but that's just to me. So I'm like, my body isn't the same that it was, even though I'm like, okay, you still slim, like you still, like, who are you to be complaining? I'm like, okay, but I know that there's better for my body.
Right.
Like, I can be stronger, I can be more toned. So you just start to be like, just downplay yourself, and just like think negatively, and I feel like that happens a lot, and especially being in a relationship where he's around beautiful women all the time, it starts to like affect the way you think about yourself. So I feel like it was hard on me during pregnancy, and now that I'm officially like
Yeah.
had baby girl, I'm starting to get my body, back
Yeah.
right. Um, in the back of your head, you still have those feelings.
I know.
Your body could be the best that it's ever been, but I feel like you still have those thoughts in the back of your head.
I can give you some amazing
Yeah.
affirmations as well for that I've
I
found.
would love that.
Girl.
You know what I've been Chat GPT. I've been on
Oh
Chat
my God,
GPT
isn't it amazing?
asking
Tell us.
asking for all that sort of stuff. I'm
Really?
like, give me an itinerary, like an
Yeah.
itinerary of like my day to day, or can you give me some affirmations while he's away? Give me something to like feed positivity into my life. And Chat GPT actually be giving you some really good stuff, but I've definitely been using that
Yeah,
for
it's
sure,
amazing.
just to be like, okay, this is actually a good one. Let me
Tell me your
incorporate
favorite
this.
one that you found from ChatGPT.
Oh wow, damn, I can't even. There's so many that I do, but
Affirmations.
basically, it could be so simple just by saying you are loved. Like I am loved,
Yeah.
and sometimes you go through that where you think like, am I even lovable? Am I? And especially the stuff that you go through in relationships, and you just have to say no matter what, like you are loved, like, and that's one of my favorite ones. There's other ones that I read. I have to go back to it
Yeah.
to read it off of the thing, so that's why I can't remember it off the
No,
top of my head.
it's hard to remember this.
But yeah, so there's a lot, but yeah, I go back to it and I'm like, okay, let me read these because I'm feeling like this.
Yeah.
Let me look at them over
This
again.
is so good. Okay, so print some out that
Okay.
you love from your ChatGPT.
Mhm.
Other things you can do is go to a mirror,
Mhm.
stand in front of a mirror. This is what I do when I get those days when the anxiety creeps up,
Yeah.
particularly, or when I feel like so fucking tired from the world, just from
Mhm.
everything, and I just want to lay in bed all day. You know those days, and you
Mhm.
just feel like I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Like we're all human, we all have those days.
Mhm.
And I go to a mirror and I stand in front of it and I say, you are amazing. And I really preach life over myself.
Mhm.
No one's around. And I'm like, you are amazing. You are healthy, healthy, healthy. You are wealthy, wealthy, wealthy. You are love, love, love. I say it 3 times. And I literally tell myself into my eyes, into a mirror. And then I'm hold my hand on my heart. And I'm like, then I look at myself and say, I am healthy. I am loved. I am amazing.
Mhm.
I am magnetic.
Yeah.
I have enough. I am enough.
Mhm.
I just say it back to myself. Like you'll love that one.
Okay.
Go to a mirror, just say it to yourself. Like every mirror you walk past, the
Mhm.
mirror, you walk past a mirror here, go, you are amazing. Walk past another mirror, you are amazing. Every mirror you go past, you're amazing. Just tell yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you catch yourself
Mhm.
enough in a
Yeah.
mirror, girl, you need to be around me more. You will feel so pumped
No,
up.
I swear because there's just so much negativity everywhere you go,
I know.
and even on social media. Like you're on social media all the time. So I'm just like there's always negative stuff on social media.
Oh,
That's why I try to not. Sometimes I cave. Sometimes I'm like I'll do my little fight back or I'll reply back to a comment.
course.
I'm like, okay, let me chill right now. But yeah, like when it comes to affirmations like that, it puts you back in just like a like a very
Serene place.
serene place, and it's definitely useful for everyday life and everyday use. So I'm definitely gonna try
Girl, you'll
what
love
you're
it.
saying.
You'll
Yeah.
love it. It's just really about choosing you.
Mhm.
We choose everyone else. You're
Yeah.
an amazing mama. Like you're with your baby
Mhm.
every day. That's you. But always be the best at what you are.
Mhm.
Whether you're a wife, which you are, and a mom, be the best at that,
Yeah.
which you are. But always be the best at whatever role you're playing.
Mhm.
Whether you're doing business, whether you're doing mama, whatever role you're playing, be the best. So you have to feed you because we can't feed anyone else oxygen if we don't have it ourselves. It's like on the plane.
Yeah.
Put your mask on first before you do somebody else. Because if you don't have oxygen, how are you going to have it for somebody else?
Mhm.
We can't help anybody else if we don't help ourselves first.
Yeah.
So, do you know anything about the law of attraction?
I do. I know some of it. I'm like I know I read the book,
The
but that
secret.
was that was a
Yeah.
couple years ago, so I could definitely use some refreshing. But
No, no,
but yeah.
it's cool. It's great that you understand, though, like, the
Mhm.
fact that like attracts like,
Yeah.
positive thinking
Mhm.
attracts more great things.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen a time in your life where you've been through something like a rock bottom,
Mhm.
where it's been so hard and you change your mentality and something got you out of it. Don't know if you remember a time, maybe it could even be like a year ago, could be 20 years ago, could
Yeah.
be like something that you went through where you went, I just changed my mentality. For example, for me, I was super ill 7 years ago after I had my first son, my first child, and I was at rock bottom, like hundreds of thousands of debt. I was wanting to leave this world. It was so dark because I had an illness. And when you have an illness, it's actually worse than having no money. It's worse than having nothing because you don't have your spark.
Yeah.
You know, like you have your sparkle. If you don't have your sparkle, you don't have you.
Mm-hmm.
So all I would pray for was health and then getting out of the debt. So I was able to go on and be a mother to my son. So I remember that moment thinking, I don't like who I am. It's not my fault that this has happened, but maybe I've created this scenario so my ego can come crashing down around me so that I can rebirth the me that I'm meant to be. And out of that crash of this ego, it was like glass shattering around me. The unveiled version of me. This version of me is on the floor. She's crying. And I remember listening to Denzel Washington playing over me, and his voice was just pouring life into my body. And I started saying, this is just temporary. But he was saying, pain is just temporary. And I started looking in the mirror, and I remember this vividly. Pain is just temporary, and I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to overcome this. And I'm going to go on. I'm going to be a role model to my son and somebody else in the world. And from that day, that mentality grew and grew and grew 1% better every day until I turned into me.
Yeah.
So
That's beautiful.
have you ever been through anything where you remember changing your mentality, where you had to go, maybe even after the book, you know, there was
Yeah.
something that shifted for you?
I would say that because law of attraction is real, and also whatever you think, your mind is such a powerful thing. Whatever you think and whatever you put out into the world, you could make into reality. So I feel like I'm such an overthinker. So I feel like I haven't had anything like crazy happen to me where I was at rock bottom, but just being in a relationship or being a friend to my girlfriends, um I'm such an overthinker. So I'm always thinking negatively all the time. And I feel like as soon as someone was to say something to me, or my mind just starts playing scenarios in my head, I start going over the top. And I was actually making that stuff actually happen
Whoa.
with the negative thoughts. And I feel like I had a talk, I don't know which friend it was, but we just got high. We had like a really deep conversation. And
Love that.
I just she was basically just telling me, you have to stop putting those negative thoughts into the world, because the devil be listening. He knows exactly what you want in this life and what you don't. So all this negativity that was running through my head, you had to like cut it out. Just think positive. And if you start to think negative, put something positive out there to kill it. And I feel like by me switching that, it's been helping with my overthinking.
It's
It's
beautiful.
been helping with just me thinking of a positive light about the situation and not always so negative. So I feel like that's definitely helped me, um, just with my anxiety in general, or
Right.
just with just my thought of mind and how I deal with people around me. And I feel like it's definitely been a big help just by just
Switching. I
switching.
love that. That is actually an
Mhm.
amazing method.
Yeah.
Right there. That is so good. So overthinking and replacing it with another
Mhm.
thought. So I'll give you
Yeah.
something that goes even further than that.
Mhm.
So Napoleon Hill writes about this amazing author,
Mhm.
which we've never had a chance to meet in this lifetime, but you know, from many, many, many years ago, Think and Grow Rich, he wrote the
Mhm.
book, and many others. But he talks about this invisible substance which is all around us. It's like this jelly-like substance that's all around us, and
Mhm.
you imprint into it with every thought that you have, with every feeling that you have. So when you are thinking negatively,
Mhm.
strongly, whether it's negative or strongly positive, you're
Mhm.
imprinting into this invisible jelly around you. And that's why the stuff was coming to reality,
Yeah.
because you are literally boom onto this jelly, boom, projecting your thoughts. So every time you are having a negative thought, switching it, no, boom, I'm giving a bigger positive one. You will trump it.
Mhm.
So always remember the jelly-like substance all around you. And if you want a really big secret, on the ocean, if you go on, do you ever go on the ocean?
So if it's clear enough, yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm British, so when I moved to
Mhm.
LA, that was part of the reason I moved to LA because I
Mhm.
wanted to be near the ocean.
Mhm.
And like, I know I don't swim here; it's way too cold.
Mhm.
But I go on the ocean, like I'll
Mhm.
walk on the sand, and
Yeah.
like I love that, and I that's part of my routine. I would do that. God, it's really sad. I haven't done it for like 3 weeks, but
Oh,
like
wow.
a lot. Like I want to do it every week, but I
Yeah.
just don't have the time. But that would be a lovely ideal, right? I used to
Mhm.
once a week when I first got here. But the reason I talk about this, when you next go on the sand, I want you to stand on the ocean. So
Mhm.
looking, the ocean's behind you, and you're
Mhm.
looking back onto the sand. If you look along the sand, you will see this. It's a heat wave,
Mhm.
but that's the jelly substance that's
Mhm.
actually all around us at any minute. But when we are standing on the ocean, you can see it vividly. And just remember, when you see that, you want to imprint love and
Mhm.
loving thoughts and things that you want with your family, with your relationships, with
Mhm.
your career, with your mommyhood, with anything. You just imprint the things you want.
Mhm.
And when your mind starts racing, that's the place to go. Go on the ocean, go for a walk with your baby on the ocean or on
Yeah.
your own. Walk and imprint new thoughts.
Mhm.
This table I'm gonna make use of. Help you so much, girl.
Mhm.
It's gonna be so good for you. You're gonna love it. Girls, actually yesterday at the retreat who have been clients of mine for
Mhm.
many years, they were like, I still listen to the tape. They were like
Oh, good.
telling it was like, oh my God. So you'll be able to listen to this
Mhm.
whenever you need
Yeah.
that like pick me up,
Mhm.
like whether it's in the gym, whether it's in the morning, and you
Yeah.
just privately listen to it. It's like your thing,
Mhm.
and you just like listen to the voice and just like, okay, I got this. I got this. I can
Mhm.
do this, because our minds are like an airplane. An airplane naturally is going off course, and the pilot spends all his time bringing it back on course. That's the same
Mhm.
as our mind. It's constantly thinking negative, and the pilot spends most of his time trying to bring it back on course.
Yeah.
So now is your moment. This is the first day of the rest of your life
Mhm.
to go and dominate your mind and be like the most empowered version of Aimee
Yeah.
Vex. Because you already are
I'm
fucking
excited.
amazing and
Thank
beautiful
you.
and so inspiring because
Thank you.
you just had this baby and you're rocking it. Like, okay, final question, and then we'll wrap up. But tell me, how do you balance a relationship in the public eye,
Mhm.
being a mom, and everything else in between?
Mhm. Um, I would say I got really lucky with the person that I'm with.
Yeah,
Um, he's a very family oriented person.
sure.
So he loves spending time with his family, spending time with his son, with his kids, with me, with his mom. And I feel like it's really just he'll find time to spend time with all of us, go to the gym, and then go to the studio. So he has like such a long day, but he's been teaching me how to like balance my day as well and how to have time with the kids, how to have time with him, how to have time for myself in the gym, how to have time to be creative. Um, so I feel like we've just been helping each other out. It's been a very good balance. And I feel like it can't just be one overworking the other. It can't just be one like not doing anything. Like we just have a very good balance at just making sure that the kids are taken care of, we're taken care of mentally and physically,
Yeah.
um, and just keeping us on track as well. Like communication has been such a big thing with with everything, and I feel like having really good communication has helped, and it's a blessing, and also God as well. God having God like in the center of everything has just made everything flow the way that it's supposed to flow. I'm not stressing. So that's a good
That's
thing.
good.
I'm
Thank
like
God.
not stressing. Thankfully postpartum hasn't been as bad as it was for other moms. So I feel like I had a very stress-free pregnancy, a very stress-free
Yeah.
postpartum, and it's a blessing for that, and just keeping people around you that just give you love,
Yes.
just give you positivity and encouraging you. So saying that you're a great mom and you're doing amazing, like it's good
Yeah.
to hear that because you are a great mom and you are doing amazing. So yeah,
I
just
love
a
that.
lot of balance, a lot of balance in there.
So
But
beautiful. You should write a book one day. Everybody
Think,
should write a
yeah.
book, but I feel like you've got a really beautiful story. Like
Thank you.
you have a story that the world should hear.
Mm-hmm.
Should start like thinking about what you put in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it will keep you busy as well because you
Yeah.
like that. You enjoy creativity and you can put pictures in it and bling and like,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
I was this, now I'm this,
Mm-hmm.
the like me before, me after.
Yeah.
It's like an interesting story people want to hear. Like everyone has something amazing to share.
Mm-hmm.
And like, how did you find your like when your man's on tour, how did you like mentally get around that? If you
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like
Yeah.
were there during pregnancy, maybe you were a
Mm-hmm.
bit, or
Yeah. So
just before you were
thankfully,
there all the time,
yeah,
right?
all the
So
time. When I was pregnant, he took that year off of tour. Yeah,
wow.
so he wanted to just make sure that he was there. He was still taking shows like here and there, but because she was going to be born during tour time
Oh, and
usually, so he was
amazing
like, I'm gonna make sure we don't do a tour this year. So that was a blessing in itself
for
that he
when you
was
were
able to,
pregnant.
yeah, to be there for the whole pregnancy, which just
Wow.
was amazing. um but now I'm like, now that she's born, he's like, all right, I'm back on the road, bye. So he has to leave. um but that's where that negative and positive
Right.
thought thinking
Right.
comes in,
Right.
because of course my mom automatically wants to go negative. But I've just been communicating. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm like, I know that you're busy, but communicate with me. I know we're not seeing each other every day. So it's really about just communication and just turning my negative thoughts into positive.
I
And
love
I've
that.
just been filling my time with things that I love.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love
Hmm.
that. Are you going on tour now more?
Now that I have baby girl, I
Yeah.
don't know about it. And also that bus life really isn't for me.
No.
So I'm like, it's a lot, like being on a bus. But
You fly in.
yeah, I'll probably just fly into certain shows. I think I'm gonna give baby girl a rest. I was gonna take her out to tour just to see some shows, but I think I want to wait till she's like actually walking, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so I'm next year for sure. She's gonna
Yeah.
go on tour and like come out, and we'll get our own bus or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but all the mommies and the babies will have their own bus. Um, but yeah, so I feel like I've been dealing with, it's only been 2 weeks. He still got all the way up until August. So
Oh wait, he's just started the tour now.
yeah, so he has 3 legs to the tour. So he's on
Is it
tour.
just him?
It's him and some of his artists,
Yeah.
and then he has the summer tour with the baby and Sean Paul. So that's gonna start in July. So it's all of May, all of July. So he has some time in June
Oh
where
my.
he's off, but yeah, it's a
So
lot.
you it's just started. It's been 2 weeks. So you'll
Yeah.
probably go a little bit.
Well, not to this tour.
Right.
I'll probably go to like the summer tour with
Right. Right. Right.
some of the dates.
So you
But
don't see him for a while.
yeah, I won't see him for a while.
How do you deal with it when you don't see your mom for a while?
It's a lot.
I know.
It is a lot. Your mind starts to wander because you don't know what's going on. You
Right.
don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But that's where you just have to have trust in your partner and hope that God gives them conviction. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, he's been very good with the communication, and that's all I ask for. I'm very very
Because they're
simple.
not public about you. So it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. Like when
Mhm.
you have a man who I believe loves you behind closed doors as
Mhm.
much as he does in public,
Mhm.
and he's not hiding you and he's really public about you
Yeah.
and he loves on you and he's like, some people are
Mhm.
like the complete fucking opposite. They're super public about you and shit behind closed doors.
That's why.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking Instagram relationship.
I
Like
know.
that's bullshit. Whereas
Mm-mm.
I know for you, the love is so deep.
Yeah.
Like it is so powerful. Like I can't even imagine how much deeper it could
Mm.
get. Like, it's so beautiful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, so yeah, I think you're a very inspirational relationship. We don't
Mm.
often see people who have had long, long relationships,
Mm.
babies, and still together and doing well. So
Yeah.
I just salute you on that, Queen. I think
Thank
it's
you.
really amazing.
Thank
It's
you.
really inspirational. So I hope you guys have learned something today. I for sure have. I've loved this. Girl, you're beautiful. Give me your favorite quote. Is there, you actually said one earlier, so I might reuse that, but is there anything that you particularly love? Like, is there a quote that you see every day or that you listen to or
Mhm.
that you particularly lean into with your life?
Yeah. I have it tattooed under my boob, but it says "I choose happiness."
Oh wow.
And so
Did we not talk about that
we
today?
did.
That's so
Mhm.
crazy.
So I live by that,
Yeah.
and I rather choose happiness over than anything. I don't care about anything else. I just want to be happy.
That's so
So,
beautiful.
mhm.
Thank you for that. I love it. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed listening. This has been amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Amy Max, thank you for coming on the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you. I love it. I can't wait to get our babies together soon.
I know.
It's
Soon
gonna
we
be
will.
so fun.
I know.
They're like the same little age. So
Birthday
nice.
parties soon
Right,
coming up.
literally. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you again next week.